Okay, so think about this for a second. You're looking at higher education, maybe dreaming of that world-class degree, right? But then reality hits the huge costs. Maybe moving halfway across the world, the culture shock. It's a big hurdle for a lot of people. Today, we're doing a deep dive into De Montfort University Dubai,
Mm.
DMU Dubai. Our sources suggest it's positioning itself as, well, a pretty unique solution, especially maybe for students from India looking for that top-tier British education, but closer to home and potentially more affordable. So our mission today, let's unpack this. We'll get into their programs, what student life is really like, even some bumps in the road, and what experts suggest. We're pulling out the key takeaways from all the material you shared with us. All right, let's start there. What's the big deal about getting a British degree, but doing it in Dubai instead of, packing bags for the UK? The sources point to something strategic.
Yeah, it's actually quite fascinating how they seem to blend things.
Yeah.
You've got the established, UK academic quality, that's non-negotiable. But they merge it with Dubai's vibe dynamic, very forward-looking. The crucial thing is, the sources say you get the standard UK degree, globally recognized. But, and this is the key bit, you sidestep the really high cost of living you'd face in the UK. We're talking lower tuition, yes, but also just cheaper day-to-day life. Plus, there's often a greater cultural familiarity, which seems to resonate particularly with students coming from India. Being in Dubai International Academic City is no accident either. It lets them offer these accredited degrees, leverage Dubai's growth, and potentially pass savings on to students. It's a smart model.
Okay, so the blend makes sense. UK quality, Dubai location, and cost.
Yeah.
But let's get into the substance. What kind of degrees are we actually talking about here, and how well do they, connect to getting a job afterwards? Are they just standard courses or tailored somehow?
Good question. They offer a pretty diverse range, both undergraduate and postgraduate. Things like BSc, computer science, BA Business Management at the undergrad level.
Yeah.
Then you've got MSc Cybersecurity and MBA Global for postgrads. The sources mentioned Dr. Ramesh Lobo, the faculty director.
Right, I saw that, Cole.
Yeah, he says something like, our courses are designed to match today's industry demands and tomorrow's innovation, which sounds good, obviously. But the point seems to be this focus on career readiness. It's not just lectures. They apparently build in workshops, push internships across Dubai, leveraging that location again, and offer global career services and the outcomes. Sources mention graduates getting jobs with big names, PwC, IBM, Emirates, HSBC, often pretty quickly after graduating too.
That does sound compelling, especially the job outcomes. But, brochures always sound good. What's the actual day-to-day like for a student there? Our sources hinted it wasn't all, sunshine and roses. Some positives, sure, but maybe some challenges too.
Yeah, and that's important for anyone thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
No place is perfect. The material definitely highlights positives. A vibrant student community, apparently quite close-knit. State-of-the-art labs, good classrooms, decent student support systems. There are testimonials.
Like the students Shreya and Aman.
Exactly. Shreya mentioned the hands-on nature of feeling like she was solving real problems. Aman pointed to the staff being proactive, helping connect students with internships. So real positives there. But, and this is where the nuance comes in, the reports also flag some recurring issues, things like administrative delays sometimes, maybe limited facilities in certain specific areas, communication inconsistencies pop up, and even some faculty turnover mentioned. It happens.
Okay, so some growing pains, perhaps.
Seems like it. Now, the sources also mentioned that experts have given advice like automating workflows, maybe expanding some facilities, improving communication channels. It suggests DMU Dubai is aware and looking to improve. But how fast those changes really impact the student experience day to day, that's probably something to keep an eye on.
Right. So putting it all together then, if you're a student weighing your options, maybe looking at other places in the UAE, or even other international campuses, what really makes DMU Dubai stand out? What's its unique selling point based on what we've seen?
Well, the core things seem to be those full UK degrees, that's number one, but delivered with significantly better affordability than going to the UK. Then there's the strong focus on global career services and that personalized support system they seem to cultivate. Compared to maybe larger, less personal campuses, that could be a draw. The stats kind of back this up a bit. Over 1,300 students, but from more than 50 nationalities, so diverse. Yet the average class size is apparently around 22.
Oh, that's quite small.
Yeah, suggests a more intimate learning setting. And they report an 81% student satisfaction rate, which is pretty decent. Experts like Baroness Valerie Amos are quoted saying DMU Dubai aims to be a benchmark in the region, focusing on employability and inclusion, even the practical stuff like applying. It's apparently streamlined. And sources mention support services like LetzStudy, helping students like Nikhil Gowda and Divya Shetty mentioned navigate applications and visas, making it easier to actually get there.
Okay, so De Montfort University Dubai really does seem to be offering this interesting mix. British academics, Dubai's energy, but with a real eye on practical things like cost and getting a job. It tackles those big student aspirations and worries head on. But here's a final thought to leave you with. How might this model, these international branch campuses like DMU Dubai that are popping up and evolving, how might they actually change higher education in the future? Are we seeing geographical boundaries blurring and maybe even a redefinition of what getting a truly global education really means? Something to think about.